You know who it is, and you know what time it is. Time to piss off some feminists, trad cucks, and whoever don't want to know the truth. Oh well, let's get started.
What is going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, and as you can no doubt tell from the echo effect, I'm actually reporting from inside the command center. Now, gentlemen, what do you constantly see on the lamestream media? The virus, the outbreak, the people who've gotten sick. Ironically, you don't hear anything about the people who've actually recovered. Now, why is that? Fear-mongering, the most powerful motivator of people. Now, this article was put out on the 5th of April, and I'm going to show you exactly why the fear-mongering has to come to an end. An Illinois man allegedly shot his wife, then himself, over outbreak fears. A man in Chicago suburb Lockport Township killed his wife, then himself this week, police say. On Thursday evening, police responded to a well-being check at the couple's home where they found Patrick Jesernik, 54, and Cheryl Schrieffer, 59, dead, NBC Chicago reported. An autopsy found that each died from a single gunshot wound to the head. The couple's family told police that Jesernik was afraid that they both had the outbreak. Schrieffer's body was reportedly tested for the virus 2 days earlier after having trouble breathing but hadn't got any results. When they arrived, police found Jesernik and Schrieffer in separate rooms with a loaded revolver near Jesernik's body. Jesernik's death was ruled a suicide, and Schrieffer's death had been ruled a homicide. Authorities have said that both tested negative for the outbreak. Illinois has more than 10,000 confirmed outbreak cases and 243 deaths as of reporting. Now, I want to go a little bit off on this. Now, I want you guys to ask yourself a question. How many of these quote unquote outbreak deaths are really due to the outbreak? Now, of course, this is just going to be the conspiracy theorist in me talking. However, I might be onto something. What do you guys think about this potential theory? Natural causes being told that they were related to the outbreak to pad the numbers. Just something to think about. Oh yeah, something else to think about. How is it that a sailor who's out to sea on board a ship, who has not been in contact with the civilian population, how could they test positive for the outbreak? Now, I'm going to say two words that all of my fellow Navy brothers and sisters should know. Circle William. Yeah. In my simple mind, things truly are not adding up. But anyway, back to the article. The sheriff's office in Will County, where the incident took place, told NBC that the majority of 911 calls during the outbreak so far have been over domestic disputes. As the outbreak spreads across the U.S. and more people are under lockdown orders, experts predicted a surge in domestic violence. Yeah, do you know why? Because these people who are in normally busy lives to where they're not around their significant other are now forced to face that significant other. And of course, some things are going to come out. It is what it is. One executive from the National Domestic Abuse Hotline told the New York Times that she expects to see intensity and frequency of domestic violence increases with the pandemic as the organization works to manage an increased caseload and new challenges. This pattern reflects other disasters, including 9/11 and Hurricane Katrina, which also saw upticks in abuse. Experts connect the stresses and loss of control of disasters like 9/11 or the outbreak, which increases in abusive behavior. 9 metropolitan police departments, including Portland and Boston, have already seen more than a 20% increase in domestic violence calls. Now, gentlemen, I've already spoke about my personal thoughts on this. Coach Greg Adams called it out about divorce and the rise, and I called it out about men were going to start putting on the mask during this. Now, gentlemen, this does look like an HMT scenario. However, it is not. The devil is in the details with this one. This couple was not going through any sort of marital strife. However, they did succumb to the paranoia of the mainstream media. As I spoke before, they keep constantly talking about the negatives, people getting infected, people getting sick, people dying from it. However, they're not talking about the people who've recovered. And once again, in my personal opinion, they want to keep this going as long as possible. But what do you guys think? Me personally, I'm glad that I moved out when I moved out. It is what it is. Unfortunately, too many people do not have that option. So now they're going to have to face the reality of their partner. Well, read this article. Let me know what you guys think. And ladies, as I always say, the power is out. Feminism, it may not be dead, but it's definitely against the ropes, as one commenter put in my comment section. So now, men, we need to go ahead and prepare that knockout blow. That's all I got to say for this one. R.P.M. I am out.